Jacoby, welcome to the
What
Pop-Up
up?
Podcast.
What's up?
I'm looking at you because you look different.
Yes.
The last time I saw you, you had some hair on your head
Yeah.
and you cut it off. What made you make the decision to chop it off?
I really didn't have like a true reason.
You just felt like it?
It was just like 3 games left in the season, and I was like, bro, I think it's just time. So honestly, as soon as I got back home right after the season, I just cut it off. Didn't give myself time to think about it.
How long were you growing it for?
Since 7th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now that you've had time to, like, does it matter to you or not? Because some people are so tied to their hair and it's so much a part of their identity. Like, my son has really curly hair that he loves. He will never let me cut it. Like, are you good now?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
I was
like, what was he going through?
I actually liked it. As soon as I cut it, I actually liked it. So
I know, because we can see your face.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see my face now. I can show my face. So
Yes. Okay. Other than cutting your hair, what were you up to this summer?
a lot of traveling, especially with the team. You know, we was
Mhm.
getting after it all summer. I was pretty much back and forth from Toronto and back at home in Dallas, just grinding every day, putting in work, different workouts outside, hill workouts, just trying to keep my conditioning up. Summer league, you know, we had a good summer league in Vegas. You know, pretty much just all basketball. Took a couple of vacations, but
We'll get into those vacations in a second. But one thing I will say about your play is you really show that if you are confident, you really can find your way in the NBA. And I think that was true for you year one. Do you look back on year one and say, golly, like I had no business doing what I was doing, but I did that?
yeah, no, most definitely. Definitely sometimes just watch the year one highlights.
Yeah.
Watch the year one
Oh,
highlights.
wait, you run back your own tape?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm one of those people. You know,
Yeah.
you just got to remind yourself, you feel me, sometimes about what type of hooper you are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think I had some great moments.
Yeah,
year
because
one.
what was your first point?
The layup and one against the Lakers.
Mm-hmm. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That's
That was first game. That was crazy.
that was crazy.
That was first game
But
against the
you
Lakers.
have this level of confidence, I think, that is quite special and different. Where was that cultivated and where does that come from?
Definitely comes from my pops. You know, I give that a lot to him.
And he was wanting to name you Jordan or Kobe?
That's why there's both.
I
kinda.
know. So I was like, was mom
That's why it's both.
Kobe or was
I think he was more Jordan.
Okay, yeah,
I think he
yeah.
was more Jordan. Mom was Kobe.
Yeah.
You know, just him. You know, from a young age, he was always talking about when he was playing,
Mhm.
and he always like, man, I was doing this, I was doing that. Blah blah. You know, he got a nickname for playing defense in college, and you know, Dick Vitale calls him that and everything. So, just the confidence that he had about himself, I just kind of wanted to match it growing up. So I always just wanted to kind of play confident, you know, show my personality on the court, do whatever it takes type of person. And so yeah, I shout out my dad for that.
So do you have a nickname now? Because I know that I hear like teammates call you Kobe, but
Yeah.
like, do you have a nickname that's more unique to you?
Wubs.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's just gonna go with his Instagram handle. That's
my nickname.
Where did that come from?
It was in like maybe like 3rd grade. I made that my first like whatever 3rd, 5th grade. I don't know. Whenever I made Instagram, I just put J Wubs. I don't know where Wubs came from. Like that's some little kid. That's something a little kid would come up with. And then like my freshman year, my teammates started calling me that a little bit, and then it literally just spread from there. Yeah.
Stuck.
So.
Oh, okay. Let's get into the summer though. Were you out there with Jamal and Austin as well?
Yeah.
Like, how was that? Just having him host and seeing him in his natural space and navigating somewhere that he calls home.
Yeah, that's big time for Maul, you know.
Mhm.
That's showing what type of person he is, leader. You know, invited us all out there. Everything was set up. He got the gym for us.
Jamal had everything set up.
Dinner. We went on a boat.
Actually, I'm not
day.
surprised because remember when we were in Houston and Jamal was giving the grand tour.
Oh yeah, the grand tour.
Grand
that's what
tour
I'm
in Houston.
saying.
Yeah. So he gave me the grand tour of Austin.
Whenever you in his city, he gonna line things up.
Yeah,
so, you know,
yeah.
last day we all got on a boat, spent the day out on the lake, and it was good.
What did you learn about your teammates in that stretch? You guys are so close,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels real, and it feels like it's something that doesn't just stay within the 9 to 5 setup, let's say, in a workplace. What have you learned about just guys that you can now call friend?
Yeah, those like my brothers for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I kind of figured out. I mean, I already knew this, but how serious they are about basketball as well.
Yeah.
I see like no matter what, we always gonna get the work in regardless. We gonna spend our time outside of basketball we're gonna enjoy our time with each other.
We have a pet bee on set. It has not left since like the first one. It's okay. It won't bite. It won't bite. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
It was kind of close.
okay.
I thought it was gonna sting me. I was like, do I have an allergy to bees? We about to find out.
Yeah, I figured out just how serious they are, how much they love the game, more and more throughout the year. I know that what we all want. I figured out that we all want to win.
Yeah.
We're not just here just to be here. We made it to the NBA, but that we all feel like we have a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've kind of learned everybody's purpose and what they kind of want out of their career.
What do you want out of your career? What is your why?
My why, well, first, my why is my family.
Mm-hmm.
They always were there for me. They never missed a game for me growing up. So I just want to always give back that love, however way I can for them. Out of my career, everybody says, but I want to be a legend,
Yeah.
Hall of Famer. I want to be known as like offense and defense, though, two-way player. Just want to be known as someone that really gave their all on either end, did whatever it takes, but defensively just really stood out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to really stand out as a defensive.
Well, it's interesting that you say you want to be a legend because I feel like you got the perfect layup with your name, right?
Exactly,
Jordan,
yeah.
Kobe, Jacoby. Like that's just it's you can't fail now. You literally can't fail. It's written in the books. But defensive is something that I think a lot of people throw around a lot. Everyone wants to be the best defensive player, the best two-way player, but let's be real, we rarely actually see it.
Yeah, nobody stands on that.
No one actually stands on that. So how do you get to that space for yourself? Still young, still navigating out there on the court offensively, but what steps are you taking to ensure that that part is not missed in your game?
I'm not changing the mindset at all. I think, with my player coach, he always makes sure I'm watching offense and defensive clips. During things, we'll talk about offense, but that'll come as I go. But effort, you can always give effort. So he'll tell me you weren't doing this, you weren't doing that effort wise. We practice. We don't just work on offense. We work on defensive drills too. I just always trying to sharpen those tools, watch film, and learn from others what they can give.
I think it's not work that's the least rewarded, but offensive is what's going to make the highlights. It's a lot easier to build highlights off of offense. Yeah. Working and being in the NBA now for 1 year, who do you think's the best defender you've seen on the floor at the same time as you?
Dyson Daniels. His instincts and his hands is just kind of second to none right now in the NBA too. How he's figuring out different ways to get steals and getting the passing lanes.
B.I. obviously is new to the mix, but you have obviously had some time together when he had come here. He hasn't played as yet. This summer, how has that relationship grown?
B.I. has just kind of shown what type of vet and how good of a person he is all summer. He's shown his work ethic. You go in the gym late thinking you're the only one. B.I. already there before you type thing. Yeah. People don't really see the work that he puts in, and that's why he does what he does on the court. It's not just by accident. He actually does put the work in. And then off the court, like people don't know. He chill, but B.I. hilarious.
We know he chill. We see what he was up to this summer. Okay.
He chill, but B.I. is hilarious though. He's actually a kid for real. And people don't really get to see that side of him.
What's one of the wildest things that you're like, yo, this guy is unserious business? Like when he was hosting you guys in Newport. Because I think for anyone that doesn't know, you'd assume he's quiet.
Yeah, you would assume he's quiet, but he's not.
It's always
he's
the
the type of person
ones.
to give you a wet willy and everything, like out of nowhere. Grown man, he's one of those, he plays around a lot. He's really a kid. Yeah.
How did you make it to Newport?
No, I actually wasn't there. No,
you weren't there. Oh man.
But they all told me about stories and what they did out there. But I missed that week.
Through the time that you were able to spend with the team building, what was established as a group that you want to carry on and see into the season?
I think we established how aggressive we're going to be offensively and defensively. I think we just want to dictate all season. I think that's our main thing. We want to be able to dictate defensively with our pressure, and then offensively the pace that we're playing with and how we move the ball, giving everybody opportunities to touch the rock. That's definitely going to be huge for us.
When you come into the league and you find some sort of understanding of what it is that you want to do, how do you work lock and step with Darko to ensure that those steps and also milestones are put into your programming and planning to make sure that you see those things through personally, but it also adds to what this group does collectively?
Yeah, Darko. We'll talk about goals at all times.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about milestones, and then throughout the year, we'll always check in. Especially with your player coach, with the film you're watching, you kind of establish what you want to start doing the next coming up games and everything.
Jacoby, thanks for the time.
Appreciate you.